Hello, 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 my lovelies. Welcome. Did you miss me? Well, did you miss us? Ooh, I've put you over the chat. I've got to move that. And I have my lovely friends here with me. Say hello, lovely friends.
We've been here
Hello,
the
lovely.
whole time. Oh, sorry.
You're both little shits.
I was gonna say hello, lovely friends, but
Okay, I'm testing sound.
Foxy! We're just testing sound.
Wait, never mind. I can't see the. I'm gonna try refreshing the stream.
Why was Snake the one that got flagged in that thing? Okay, that can't stay there. So maybe we put chat up here for now.
that's really funny.
Like, Snake is the thing that got censored in that message, Bell. I don't know why.
That's funny.
Sharky, hi! Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Yeah, so I'm a snake. Snake is snake. We're currently testing sound. So hopefully it's coming through okay. Because I always do these things and then no one ever tells me that the players are too quiet, and I can fix that in 2 minutes. It's a really easy fix. That would require a lot of money.
Space, try saying something.
Thou payest not mine sub.
Space? Space have to step away?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that mutes me.
Okay, so my voice is too loud. Sparrow, you could. Oh wait, shit! I'm hearing my own voice back. Sparrow, you could do to turn your voice up a bit.
Turn mine up a bit. That's interesting. Normally I don't have to do that. Oh, no, it's the mic positioning. It's too low. There we go. I've moved your sound down a little bit in Discord.
Okay, let's.
Space, if you can talk for me, please.
Talking. I'm talking. Hello.
Space is suddenly scientifically accurate. There's no sound in space. Fucking Christ.
Okay, testing.
You know,
testing.
that took me a minute to realize what that meant, but yeah, sure.
I don't think I've left the sound alerts on the Taeves one. Like it should be on this one because this is the main intro screen that I use. How is the sound, Sage?
I think you could still do to turn your sound up slightly more.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just fuck around with that. I'm just gonna add an expander.
Okay, one.
I have to be careful about how loud I talk now, because I will blow out people's ears.
Seems better on my end at the moment.
Okie dokie. Excellent. Alright. I think this is the first Taeves I've run from this computer.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
still trying to fix everything. Still trying to get things out.
Inaugural D&D session.
Yeah.
Adela, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Very kind. I don't know if that's good. Oh my god, there's a hype train incoming. Jesus Christ. I can't do the fucking ara ara in the fucking game, guys. I can't. Mostly because it will be put on Spotify at some point, and no one will understand why. It'll just be randomly, just ara ara randomly in the middle of a sentence, and everyone will be like, what the fuck? Because I don't go back and edit this shit. I don't have the time for that. I barely have the time to edit anything. Say this, but I could do it on YouTube, I guess. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a brain day, so subs will go through the roof. Christ.
And
Go
subscribers.
through the roof. You don't want to hour?
Ow. I still haven't fixed my
Well,
fucking.
I love you too, Maxie.
It begins.
We haven't been in session. You left me alone for too long.
Good God. I should bring you back for like when I'm doing the subathon for the MSQ thing. Because this is all testing to see if, well, one, it's streaming, but it's also testing to see if both my computer and myself can hold up to streaming for that period of time.
That's fair.
And I still owe everyone that fucking MSQ subathon. It's been lingering in my head a lot.
Hmm.
Eventually, I'm going to start 14 again. And I will just come invade you.
Do it. Everyone else does. I just turn around and randomly, like, people from chat are there, and I'm like, hi! Hello!
Yeah, you're gonna, like, see me both in front of you in the game and then also as an incoming call.
Well, you guys have permission to do that. MSQ went. Like, last time I did Final Fantasy, I was fucking doing MSQ, guys. Okay? I did. I mocked it. You have a million gil to give. Thank you. Appreciate that. Also, I've set up my lights again, so now it looks a little bit better. Although you can't really see my bookshelf, which I'm
Ooh.
kind of annoyed about. I'm turbo. Fuck you. But fair. That's true of my in-game character and me in real life, so.
Have you turned off sound redeems, by the way?
They should be turned off on the Taeves channel, because we're on the intro one. It's still on here, but when we go to the other one,
Right.
it shouldn't be there.
Oh.
Battleship! Jesus! That's so loud. Why was that so loud? Thank you for the Tamagotchi sparrow time. Yes. Christ.
Good. Hydrate.
I'm hydrating. Good thing is,
Hydrate
see it.
or dihydrate.
Exactly.
oof, this lipstick is actually a lip stain. Oof. So, it'll be hard to get rid of it. No swearing. It doesn't count on Taeves episodes. Don't waste your points. It's not fair. I don't know how to redeem you. Give you those back, but I'll have to write it down. Can we ban the action of rolling? No. Because I need to unleash hell on my players, and the only way for me to do that. Where the fuck is my pen? There. Where it should be. Okay. Oh, that's a lot.
Sparrow
Check
this
asking,
out.
where is her pen? She doesn't see me eating. Oh,
Did you eat
crack
my-
squad.
Nice. Did you eat my other pen? I swear to God. Alright, so Battleship, I need
Yes,
to give
sorry.
you back.
Suspiciously pencil-shaped in my mouth. No.
We were running out of food in the basement.
People
have
that
to resort to
behave
desperate
get
measures.
foods in the basements.
Look, we need our fiber.
You're not getting it from a fucking pen. 2,500 points. Battleship! Thank you for the resub! Much appreciated. 4 months. Oh god. That's so nice of you to say! Guys, I'm a bit mentally fragile today. I'm very much eggshell fine. So, thank you for the kindness. Really, it means a lot, especially on a day like today. So, thank you.
Hell yeah.
It's like good boy, bad boy cars. It's like inspiration, but you can penalize players with super dumb consequences. So if we ban an action, a player has a brain fart and can't speak common for like 5 minutes. That's an idea. I don't know if I want to bring it into this section of the story, but because like there is some serious plot-related shit going on at the moment, rather
Yeah.
than just normal session stuff, if that makes sense. But that's an idea.
Maybe not for Taeves.
I might do
Could
it.
be a fun idea for like one-shots and stuff.
Moxie, you can't see this, but I'm like pointing to you with a squint. I'm gonna remember you suggested this.
Please make it a note for me because I think I'd love to do it in a Blades in the Dark game, and I want to set one of those up soon. So, soon-ish. Ah! Battleship! Thank you very much for the 100 bits. And the hug. I appreciate it. Thank you.
How does a battleship hug things?
Quite well.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Yeah.
I need to... I'll ask Kate to teach me how to do this later. Back. But failed redeem.
Kate is, in fact, a wizard.
Ah! Christ! What was that? Oh, DM sound.
Final Fantasy 14 DM sound.
I'm switching it to the other fucking screen. Christ! Okay, so I don't know, but it should not. You should not now have any thing. Any sound redeems. Alerts should still pop up in the top left corner of the screen. Smite. Ha! It didn't work.
Oh, bottom left. Okay. It's in the bottom left now.
Huh?
Alerts are in the bottom left.
What the shit? That's not where I put them.
Well, it's where they live. That's their house.
Actually, no, I did put them there because up in the top left is where Umbra would be, of course.
Yeah, that's
Fail.
Umbra's house.
E. Umbra cannot
Don't
be...
evict Umbra.
Umbra cannot be with us today as they have some personal stuff that is currently going on, and we want to give them as much time and space to kind of relax for that as we can. Do send them some love, but I can't give you any more details than that currently. I just like 6 different pings. None of them from these servers. I don't have my fox ears. God damn it! That one I would do. It's not.
People redeeming stuff that you can't do.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, guys. Also, we typically just chatter for the first 15 to 30 minutes to let people kind of trickle in. Let me get shit working.
Let us mentally prepare
It-
ourselves for the horrors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight's gonna be interesting. It might be a shorter session than most, but hopefully it'll... Okay. Given where we are, I will give a horror warning for chat. My players already kind of have an idea of how I work, especially with horror. So, obviously we have safety tools in play. They know that all they have to do is either, send me a message or just say, hey, I'm uncomfortable, or just or like some kind of sign, and, we'll move on. I can't really answer anything about how I've been because it's been really shitty the last week and a half. Yesterday and today particularly. I can't give anything about it because I am holding on to my composure like fingernails at the edge of a cliff. And if I cry, this foundation is very expensive and I'm not ruining it on stream. And I'm not a pretty crier. It's very sad.
We're just in fuck it, we ball mode at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we're doing it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live. I will admit, trying to write today's session notes at work, like in my breaks, obviously, I do my job. Trying to write today's session notes.
Oh, you do? Because I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, my boss is really nice. Like, he is just a
mine
genuinely
are
good
too.
nice. Did you see me cry? I mean, I don't doubt that you've seen me cry. I'm just wondering when. Because I know Kate and Yana have. Because I had a complete breakdown at fucking PAX last year in the anxiety room. Somehow managed to save my foundation. Don't know how. Because I had mascara on and like fucking dark eyeshadow underneath. Somehow didn't ruin it. Don't know how.
Anxiety room is a good idea, actually.
Yeah, they
It is.
they
A lot of
do
US
a lot.
conventions have them now.
I didn't know if it was a thing
They
they
do-
did
yeah.
outside of Australia. I mean, I'm glad it is.
Yeah,
I
like
just-
they don't call them anxiety rooms, they call them quiet rooms. And
Yeah.
they have rules of like the lights are dimmed, you cannot play noise, you cannot talk in there.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Although you can talk quietly. Need that foundation. The one I'm wearing today, or the one I was wearing then, because that one had 3 layers of hairspray on it.
Oh my goodness, what?
Okay, so if you want to set your makeup, really, really well, use hairspray, light spray.
I just use a makeup setter.
Oh, like no, you don't want to do this on a normal day. This is for conventions and days that you're going to be in makeup for a long time.
Yeah, like for convention. Yeah, for convention makeup, I just use a regular makeup setter.
Mine doesn't stay if I do that.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine getting hairspray like on my eyelashes.
By that time, I've got mascara on it, so I don't feel it. And it is a very light spritz. I don't have any on today because I want to be able to take the shit off.
Listen, some of us are allergic to mascara.
Valid.
Yeah,
no, so the one I did then was like
oh god, that was a bad idea.
Concealer, then a spritz of hairspray across the concealer bit, and then the foundation spray across that, and then another layer of foundation because I tend to get quite red, and I don't like that. So it's really annoying. I go like lobster red, and there's no reasoning behind it. It just does that, and it always bothers me. So thicker foundation, and then all the shit on top, and then hairspray to set final. And that shit does not move. Like,
Jesus.
I went for a full day of PAX, like through the convention hall from fucking, let's say 9 to like 5:30 or so, then walked across the city to go to the voice actor dinner, and my makeup was still fine when I got to the voice actor dinner, and through that. I mean, I even had a breakdown on the train home because of I got overwhelmed. It was a big day, and I still looked fine, like makeup wise, still looked great. It took me 2 hours to get off. Like completely
that's so
off.
Much.
Yeah,
that's so much work.
Yeah.
Sage, do you
I'm
know
not
how
doing
much
that again.
effort she puts in?
I don't do it for this.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I did that twice for PAX because it was a new technique I was trying out, and that took me so much effort. I ended up having to, like, I used the makeup wipes, and I got some of it off. Had a shower, soaked my face.
Yeah.
That still didn't get it all off. So I had to wait because my skin was sensitive, and then I used more makeup wipes. And basically steamed my face, and it got the rest of it off. And I still had that smudgy thing around the eyes. You know how, like, if you do mascara or eyeliner and you don't quite get it all off, you get that, like, raccoon eye the next day.
Yeah.
It looked good, but, like, I couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
So.
I have this, like, super thick mascara. It looks very nice. But, like, yeah, even if I, like, use remover and shower and all that, it's still, like, smudges everywhere for, like, the next couple of days.
I never have this problem.
Yeah.
I've never experienced this.
You're lucky.
I have a foundation that is like a concealer and SPF all in one that I put on. My blush and like eyeshadow and eyeliner and lip stuff, finishing powder, setting spray, done. And then when I take it all off, I just use a makeup wipe.
Yeah, fuck you. The work that I go through to look this pretty. So you have a goal for Final Fantasy scene. What's the goal, lovely? A little bit longer and then we'll jump into the episode tonight. I'm still...
Tell us the goal.
Yeesh. Like I said, I like waiting for people to kind of trickle in to make sure everything's working.
Yeah.
You'd think I
did.
My goal is to meet Sir Amaric in real life.
Yes. Although, like,
in a fight, right?
I thought you said meat?
Yes, a fight.
I thought you said meat. What I was gonna say was that, fucking, I would kill to meet Neil Newborn or, like, to get a message from him, right? But I cannot tell him about stream because the second any of you guys have the opportunity to contact him about me, you're gonna fucking spill the beans on that Astarion clip, and I'm never gonna know peace. Like, it is a legit fear. I mean, you could, Battleship. You can do makeup, above the beard.
Yeah.
There's no reason
If
why
you've
you
ever
can't.
seen, if you've ever seen the Dimension 20 series, Dungeons and Drag Queens,
Oh yes, holy
Um,
shit.
Brennan has like this really good makeup look, and he still keeps his like full beard.
Much work? Valid. Yeah, honestly, Brennan Lee
Yeah.
Mulligan is a fucking beast. Like, and I don't just mean that in like personality sense. I mean that in the man has a really amazing talent of just creating atmosphere and like improvising off of players, and like, good god. I mean, I know it's a skill that he's developed, but it is impressive.
Yeah.
Culinarian to 90 so I can make Archon burgers, then give them all to my Makodi and Oscar friends so Cat can have cheeseburger. Fucking hell, right?
Oh man.
That's iconic. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking iconic.
If I had fallen into a coma in the early 2000s and just woken up, I would be losing my shit right now.
Honestly, it's a solid meme still.
Solid meme, yeah. Okie dokie.
It was a good joke. I don't mean to. I wasn't trying to be mean.
No, you weren't being mean. I didn't think you were being mean. Shh. I'm at the point where, in response to Battleship, I'm at the point where I kind of need to re-dye my hair, because you can't see it in this light, but like the natural brown is coming through, and if it gets too much longer, it's going to be a clear, like, halo. It's gonna look really stupid, because my hair is very thin. So can't really see it in this light though, which is good. You're also gonna need to get it cut, because if it gets too much longer, I suddenly age like 20 years. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
You have the reverse problem I have. The longer my hair is, the younger I look.
Yeah, no. I think it's just because, like, my hair is so fine that when it gets long, it kind of drags down everything. Whereas when it's shorter, it's quite light. At least that's what the hair specialist told me. Hairdresser told me. I could not remember the word hairdresser. Hair specialist it is. Christ. Okie dokie.
I have a similar problem.
Yeah?
I just got my hair cut because the end of it had gotten like really wispy and uneven, so I just cut the long bit short again, and I'm gonna like try to grow it out more uniformly.
Like, I bet you look banging.
Thanks. I try.
It's all good, just since 14 did the meme, I'm running it. There. Okie dokie. Bruh, that's a mood. I just got mine cut last week because I was over dealing with it after the barber was done. Looked like he shaved a kitten of its fur. Jesus Christ. No, through COVID, I didn't get a chance to get a haircut, obviously, because everything was locked down, and with my family being immunocompromised, I couldn't risk it. I wasn't gonna risk a haircut. So I had hair all the way down past my butt. I don't like that, and it's too hot to do that in Australia. So they didn't believe me when I went to get my hair cut. Like, oh, are you sure? Do you want to think about it? I'm like, listen, you do not understand the hell I have been through for the last 6 months. Get it off. I don't care. Cut it short. Because I got it cut all the way up to, like, chin. And they're like, are you sure about this? Yes, please. Get it off of me. They were taken aback by my enthusiasm. Okie dokie. That should be long enough for people to kind of trickle in. Get it off my head! Exactly. Alright. I'm happy to bring us into the session if you guys are ready.
Ready.
What was that voice? Space Y.
Listen, since I'm streaming again, I'm having to practice voices again.
I mean, valid. But I was just like, whoa!
There's so many characters in Ghost Trick.
See, this is... I get you, because, like, this is what I was doing for Final Fantasy. I'm doing. Alrighty.
Agree, Beelzebub, let's go!
Let's go! Alright, content warning for tonight's stream, as usual. There are themes of horror, gore, depending on what the players find, violence. I, of course, use safety tools. My players know this. They have the right, and we've discussed all that. It's important to mention because I know a lot of groups don't use safety tools, and I think that's stupid. So I just like highlighting it. If anything happens tonight that makes you uncomfortable, do feel free to step away. These will go up on YouTube eventually, whenever Sparrow remembers. And eventually onto Spotify. So there's plenty of time to see it. Yeah, but with that, allow me to bring us into the session. Hopefully I'll be able to say it without, stumbling over every single word. Good evening, fellow adventurers, troublemakers, and fae of both persuasions. Welcome once more to the wonderful world of Taeves Tall Tales, a D&D homebrew adventure that is still apparently a little bit cursed. A story of a land of myth and magic, of old gods and new, of bloody wars, and of dungeons and indeed dragons. Where we left off, the stakes were high as you made your way into the upper city. Day has bled into night and tension was thick in the air. For a city that never stopped, the stillness of the streets was unsettling. Aware that Eve's safety, and furthermore the safety of Talmyns' eye, rests entirely upon your unprepared shoulders, you made your way to Release's Manor, a large, opulent thing in the middle of the city. Perfectly manicured gardens, enchanted groundskeepers, and two great towering dragon motifs over the door. Dark shapes that turned their maws to watch over the entrance. It was strange to enter this place. The golden halls, the tall arched roof, lacking in warmth. And it was surprisingly easy, almost as if someone had been expecting you. Hidden by Theala's spell, you stood awed in the manor's entrance hall, only for strange ceramic dolls elegantly crafted to find their way through the wandering halls, mere feet from you, dressed in red, ornamental. Thankfully, they did not appear to notice your presence. You made your way up the grandiose stairs, only to realize about halfway that the gleaming gold was an illusion. The stairs were made of gore, hands and arms and legs, unneeded paths to form a stairway to the second floor of the manor. Evading a trap on the second floor, an enchanted mirror designed to call to a piece of you that longs for home. You continued, only to find yourself at a door leading to a library, flickering lights inside. That is where we will pick up our session for tonight, while I switch over the music.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die! Everybody's gonna die! It's gonna be fine. Don't even worry about it.
It'll be fine. Hey, sir, you said if anything happens that makes us uncomfortable, we can step away. If my character dies, can I step away?
No, you're stuck here forever.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
I just
If
thought
our
I'd ask.
characters die, that's more of a punishment for Sparrow.
Yeah, I don't.
Because we get
I-
to
That is
make new
true.
characters.
If you bring Ravana anywhere close to this campaign, I swear to God.
Okay, then maybe don't kill Theala. Seems pretty easy to me.
Where the fuck is this thing? Is this the one? Might be loud, hold on. Of course it's not gonna play. Fucking Syrinscape. I'm sorry, guys. I did have a thing set up, but then I couldn't fucking find it. So,
How dare you? Stream cancelled.
stream cancelled. Alright. Getting there. I'm getting
Wouldn't be a Taeves stream without
there. It
technical
really
difficulties.
fucking wouldn't, would it?
It's true.
The intro voice. Thank you, Belle. One. That's a little bit more high energy than I was hoping for. That'll work. Okay. It's kind of a bit more high energy than I was hoping for. I don't know if we should go with it.
It'll be
Am
fine.
I currently not using Syrinscape?
That's fair. Hold on. Let me try something else. You can turn that the fuck down. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. The air is cool. A faint prickle along your skin. The walls are lined with walls. Can't quite see what the light source is, but the way it flickers and dances upon the shelves, you can upon the shelves that you can see, make you think of candlelight. The sounds of a pen nib scratching on paper is almost barely audible. What would you like to do?
So this sound of someone writing, is it coming from out of our line of vision?
Yes. It's coming from within the library itself. So as you look in the door, there's a bookshelf in front of you that kind of turns the corridor, and you go around it into the main section.
I'm gonna put Umbra back in the back.
Yep. Okay.
Get like one of those magician's top hats and shove them inside.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Just to stay safe for the session, Umbra.
It doesn't. There are no consequences for Umbra until they get back.
Yeah.
Just putting that out
Yeah,
there.
until they get back. That's the key word there.
See, you've been playing with me too long. You know me too well.
I do. Oh.
Do you think we should investigate this?
Probably should, even though I'd really rather not. This gives me the cheese.
Let's move quietly then. I will still be holding on to the end of Theala's sleeve.
Oh, that's so fucking cute. Okay, so are you trying to be stealthy about this, or are you just?
Yes.
All right, then I guess you both have to roll me stealth checks.
We're still invisible, right?
I believe you lost invisibility when you interacted with the mirror.
Oh, okay.
I think.
It's like, all I did was talk to Jasper.
Yeah, so I don't think you've lost invisibility, but I think Jasper might have, because you had to fight off the effect of it.
It only ends if I make an attack or cast a spell.
Oh, then
I don't
yes.
think I did either of those things.
Yes, you are both still invisible.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So do we get advantage from invisibility?
Yes.
Okay. That is going to be an 18.
18, nice.
It's 18 as well.
Nice.
I got a natural 17.
Fucking hell, alright, you guys, Jesus.
Same.
Okay, so you guys move forward, quiet, each step careful, as you step onto the polished wooden floor of the library. As you kind of poke your head around the corner, you see a young woman dressed in surprisingly fine clothes. Rich blue of her dress is particularly striking against the dark oak and green leather of the desk in front of her. Her hair is coiled, this rich velvet black that hangs kind of loosely around her face. When she glances up at you, well, no, she doesn't, because she doesn't hear you. So you see that she's currently writing. You would think that she's human, except for the thinly coiled, silver-tipped horns that curl elegantly from her.
Do either of us recognize her?
Roll me a history check.
History.
Damn. 12.
12?
It's a. Is that +4? 16.
16. Okay. Liala. She's vaguely familiar. You've seen her face before, and it's hard to quite remember where. You don't think it was anyone important to you. It's a face you saw in passing. But it does. There is something about it that you think you should remember, but it's just like on the edge of your tongue. It's quite remember why.
Okay. Can I at least remember if it was like a good vibe, bad vibe, neutral vibe?
If you're asking if you felt any particular threat from her in that memory, no. It was definitely just a thing in passing. Maybe you saw her in a crowd, or
Okay.
when you were walking through somewhere. It's hard to recall.
Okay, gotcha. Just the way you described that, I was like, oh, that's like when I have a song on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember if I hate the song or not.
I will say that you've not interacted with her.
Okay. Like, maybe we should keep moving.
I think that's probably for the best.
Would you like to roll me perception checks, both of you, please?
Yes. Damn it. 9.
9, okay. Yella?
I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, okay. Perception 10.
Damn.
Okay.
Thought it was a 2 at first.
Something does feel a bit weird here. Like, Virilis's manner is kind of creepy, and she doesn't look at all alarmed. The room is a bit colder than the rest of the house, and you're not quite sure.
Hmm.
I think we need to get out of here.
I agree. Let's keep moving. We will just move along.
Okay, fuck you.
Well,
Jesus Christ, you fucks. Okay. Okay. Here, have an encounter that I planned for you. Fucking
give
no.
us an incentive to interact with it.
She's pretty and very calm in a weird mansion. It's fine. If you
Yeah,
want to
she's
move
evil.
on, that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to hold it against you forever.
Look, we
Okay.
just don't have Umbra with us.
Okay. All right. So, you make to leave. With your stealth checks, I'll say that you're able to leave quite easily. You close the door behind you?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Okay. You step back out into the hall. The very plush carpet still kind of
that's-
sinking at your feet. It's uncomfortable, but the door clicks kindly behind you. Doesn't seem to have done
That's right, it was the flush doorknobs.
anything.
You mean the completely normal doorknobs that you shouldn't look at too carefully?
Yes.
That,
Those ones.
that definitely aren't supposed to, like, be squishy under your hand. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There
those ones.
There is a third door ahead of you.
onto the next door, I suppose.
That time's a charm. Let's go.
So, you know the drill by now. You touch the door handle to open it.
Yes,
Yep.
Which one of you does it?
I'll do it.
I was gonna say, what if we did it together? But sure.
It's up to you. I just need to know.
I'll do it. I think Space did it last time. I
Okay.
think the other did it last time.
So, Jasper, you reach forward, expecting this to be like the last time. But as your hand grips onto this doorknob and past it onto something fleshy, gross, and remarkably smooth, and you really don't want to think about why, there's a strange feeling of falling, of stepping forward in the dark and finding a step that isn't there. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Fun.
Oh yes.
Is this an effect I can see?
Are you looking through the illusion? Because at this point, up until this point, you guys have been trying not to look through it. So, if you are looking through the illusion, yes. If you are not,
I suppose, yeah, since I wasn't expecting anything to happen, then I probably wasn't looking through the illusion.
then
Even though I wish I could say I was.
I was leaving it up to you because I'm like, you've gone through 2 of these doors. It's up to you if you want to try and see what they actually are. But
yeah, I would be like trying to avoid thinking about it deliberately, I think.
okay,
That is going to be 13.
13. Okay. As your hand makes contact with this thing, there is this faint crackle of electricity. It kind of hits you, and your hand is locked in place. And, like, it doesn't hurt, but you can feel it travel down your bones into your very skin. It's uncomfortable, it's invasive. And a voice you do not recognize murmurs, "Who are you?" Can't seem to pull your hand away from the door.
I didn't hear that, sorry. I didn't hear what the voice said.
Oh, sorry. It said, "Who are you?"
I'm a guest.
Guest of the masters.
Yes.
Your hand aches. Feels like it's trying to read pulse, trying to do something. Then you should
My
know.
sorry.
Go on.
What I'm thinking at the time is it seems like Virilius is expecting us. So in my mind I'm thinking this isn't
Lie.
an outright lie to say that I'm a guest.
There is a long moment, and you very subtly you do try to like loosen your fingers just enough to like release whatever this is, but it seems to have got you in its grasp. Guest. Interesting. Guests are not normally allowed to wander freely. You do. You still retain yourself.
I'm still myself.
And you should run. Far and fast. Leave this house behind. Never return.
Would that I could.
Why do you stay? You know what the master plans for you.
He has something. Something that doesn't belong to him.
I cannot aid you. My power is bound to this door alone. It is warded against entry. You must know the right passcode, the right phrase to enter. Must be an authorized user.
Would you please let go of my hand?
There's silence for a moment. Yes. Try. Nessie. And at that, the hand releases. You are released
I'll
from the
pull
door.
my hand away.
So, did Tigala hear any of that voice?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. But you
Oh no, it's fine. I just wanted to let it play out.
It knew my name. The door knew my name.
Bill spoke to you.
It said only authorized people could pass through. Without a passcode, we couldn't enter.
See.
Some sort of magic had my hand fixed in place. I don't think we can go in here. Not yet, at least.
Probably not. You're right. But Tigala is just like staring at that door now.
Do you want to investigate it?
Actually, yeah, can I?
Yeah, of course. You just
My
need to
God.
let me know if you touch it.
No, absolutely not touching it. I just said a door. Talk to him. I'm not touching it.
Yala, you're a warlock. Weirder things have talked to you.
I'm a pacifist, unwilling warlock.
Still a warlock.
Investigation. That's a 7 + 4 for 11.
Okay. Touch the door, touch the door, touch the door, touch. No. Okay. How? So I
Won't
know.
let the impulsive thoughts win.
How much do you kind of pay attention to your arcane? Is it something that you. Is it something that you focus on, or do you prefer to focus on, like, things you can see? Things you can touch?
I think in this particular instance, paying a lot of attention to it.
To which? Magic or.
The arcane.
The
Sorry.
arcane.
It's a talking door.
It's a talking door, yes. Okay. You let your gaze kind of unfocus, reaching for that part of you that sparks with arcane energy. It's a bit hard, especially while you're kind of concentrating on keeping yourself and Jasper invisible. But as you unfocus your gaze, there's this of the door, this pulse of rhythmic magic. It strikes you that it's very much like a heartbeat.
Don't like that. didn't say I was investigating it to solve a problem. I just wanted to look at it. I don't like it.
That's fair. I will say that you do have, so not just the library door, but if you go back around, there was another hallway. And there is
Right.
also downstairs, if you guys want to investigate that.
Okay.
Just so you guys don't think I'm saying go to the library first. You don't have to. There's other shit
I
to
think
do.
I think we should investigate the right hallway.
Agreed. Just keep looking at everywhere we can first.
You guys begin to make your way back. Jasper,
Yep.
I need you to roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
The DC is really high for this one, so
Yeah, probably not gonna. 14's probably not gonna make it then.
your head aches for a moment as you come out of the left hallway that you guys had kind of gone down. Something's wrong here. Like you knew it when you got in here, but there's something fucking weird about this place, about the building itself. But you can't quite put your finger on it as to why.
Something's not right with this building. Just the shape of it is disorienting.
I would agree. What do you think?
I don't know. It's something I can't put my finger on, but makes my head hurt.
Hello. Can you make me a perception check?
Yes. Oh boy,
Oh, giddy gosh.
what dice is gonna fuck me over?
Again, this one is quite a high DC. Not going to tell you what
I'd
it is
say
exactly.
15 for me.
15. No. But, crucially, your head doesn't ache. There is something strange going on, certainly. But you're not quite able to catch it.
Hmm. I think it might be best if we check one of the other holes.
Yes.
You guys haven't gone down the right hall yet. This was just in the main foyer as you kind of came out that left bit to the top of the stairs. So you can still check the right hallway. So
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
I think we do that next.
Okay.
Yep.
Ahead of
Agreed.
you, the hallway seems long. Strangely long, the shape of the house. There appears to be 3 or 4 doors on this one. Let's go 4. 4 doors. Yeah. I have it sketched out. It's just moving shit around a little bit to fix certain plot holes. Let's say 4 doors. Kind of like spotted down the hallway. There is one at the very end. However, in contrast to the other hall where the doors were on the side walls, this one is on what you think is the wall to the outside of the house.
I think we just start with the nearest one.
Okay.
All right. Nearest one it is.
These doors are very similar to the doors on the other side. The wood is dark oak. Not particularly interestingly carved. The first door that you get to has that same gleaming, shiny polished doorknob.
Jasper got the last one. I'll get this one.
Okay. Alright. So, do you try and look through it? Or are you just grabbing and hoping for the best?
I just grabbing and hoping.
Okay. Again, the feeling is very wrong and gives too much under your skin. You push that thought well out of your mind. You don't want to think about it, because you know what this place is like, and if you think about it, it's gonna creep you out, and it's going to make this whole thing much worse. Twist the
Mhm.
door, and in contrast to the doors on the other side, this one opens outwards. The others all opened inwards. But as you open the door, and you kind of like peek your head around the side, you see what appears to be a couple of the ceramic dolls that you have seen wandering the house, but these ones are posed. One has a rapier in his hand, the other has a similar rapier. This is almost as if they have been fencing. The room is quite small, but they stand almost like dancers, sword to sword, frozen. Once,
Mm.
as you kind of like tilt your head looking around, there is another one sitting very primly, very properly at a table in the corner watching them. But all of them are frozen in place. Also, it's really fucking cold in my room, which is why I'm shivering. But I have to have the aircon on because otherwise my PC will overheat. So, what you guys like to do?
I'll have my shield ready.
What do you think this room is?
Sorry.
What do you think this room is?
Looks like some sort of training room, perhaps. Like he's teaching them to fight, or perhaps just making them fight. I have a theory as to what these dolls might be, but I fear you won't like it.
I have a feeling I'm of a similar thought, and you're right, I don't like it.
I don't think the Ellis liked anything in this city, I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I don't think this is
The one thing they like is missing.
true.
If everybody stopped being creepy.
You guys knew what kind of DM I was when you were getting into this. Go on.
That's true.
It is true.
I know it's a bad idea. This probably won't give us the answers we're looking for, but I want to learn how to free them.
Mhm.
Crucial question. Have either of you stepped inside?
No.
I will be moving to step into the room unless the Arla stops me.
I think the Ella might like tug his hand like just a little bit, like, are you sure?
I will say that the room is quite dark, so you can't really get a good sense of what's in it. From the light of the doorway, you can see these ceramic dolls, but it is quite dark.
The statues in the alchemist's house were tortured and mad. They couldn't tell me anything useful, but these ones might have answers.
You might. Are you sure?
I'm not. I don't know if there's any way to restore them, but if we can just... They're suffering, I can feel it. And if there's anything we can do to help, I want to learn how.
a stand, and they give Jasper's hand like just a very gentle little reassuring squeeze. Understand.
I'm going to step into the room.
For a second, nothing happens. And your heart kind of settles in that weird, like, whew. And then, all around the room, torches catch light. And Fiala, actually, which one of you noticed this earlier? Because I cannot remember who succeeded on the check, but when the ceramic dolls downstairs were walking past, who heard the tune first?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, whoever did, you noticed that tune had been absent until Jasper stepped into the room. And as soon as you did, that tune begins to tick up. Like a song coming to life. Music starts playing. And the ceramic dolls, very jerkily at first, kind of jerk back and then bow, return their swords to each other, and then begin to duel, as it seems like this is a performance for you.
You said there was one sitting down nearby.
Yes. Towards the back corner of the room, they're sitting on a small, what is the fucking crate? I was trying to think of the word crate. My brain was going box thing that you store stuff in. I'm like, that's not helping.
You know, the box.
Box! Yeah, so it's sitting on a crate. Their posture is remarkably elegant. When you'd seen them just kind of as that glimpse, they had been almost like powered down. Now they are elegant, sitting back straight, head tilted, one hand raised, kind of just like watching the two dolls in the center begin to dance this sort of very furious swords dance, swords clashing back and forth, the sound of metal just like ringing in your ears. They move blindingly fast, and it's a little bit worrying how quickly they're moving. But they don't seem to have any eyes for you. It appears to be a show for your benefit, rather than targeted at you.
Can I approach the one that's sitting down?
You will have to kind of skirt around the edges of the room as the two in the middle are still dancing. Like dancing.
I will do that.
Okay. You kind of carefully make your way around. There are a few instances where the swords do kind of, like, and the movements kind of bring them a bit close, but they always seem to just miss you and swing back into the center of the room. You imagine if you were some hoity-toity noble, you'd have had a marvelous thrill at coming so close to danger but being perfectly fine. Make your way to this waiting ceramic. This one seems more elegant than the rest, and you notice that in comparison to the ones dancing and the ones you've seen around the household, this one is wearing a blue set of very fine clothing.
Would Fiala be following me, or would you be staying near the door?
I am staying by the door, especially once the church is lit up.
You're a fucking coward. It's
I
so
will
funny.
get within speaking distance of the door that's wearing blue.
Okay.
And I will say to it out loud, "Can you hear me?"
Head turn in the direction of the sound. Greetings. Welcome to the manor. How may I be of assistance today? You notice that they don't seem to actually see you. It's more of a, they heard your voice, they've turned towards you.
I have a few questions, if you wouldn't mind.
It is the policy of the House of Aurelius to answer all questions for guests.
All questions.
All questions that are not classified.
I see. You're loyal to Virilius, I take it?
The Master made us. I still doing that. Imagine that she's still got her hand up.
From what?
The Master made us from unique materials, crafted from what was otherwise useless, given form and function, perfected at last.
What sort of unique materials?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that question.
I think I can hazard a guess. Is there a way to undo what has been done to you?
Head tilts again, you hear that very clockwork. Nothing has been done.
You have no memories of what you were before.
Nothing has been done to us.
So I recall back in the alchemist's house, when I got close to the statues, I felt on sort of a
Metaphysical level?
spiritual level, yeah, the presence of some sort of mass of souls within those statues. Having experienced that before, can I try and open my awareness to discern if there's anything similar going on with these ceramic dolls?
Sure. I will say, because you're kind of very on the edge of speaking distance, you will have to get a little bit closer. And I would call it an Arcana check, but with advantage because you've done this before.
I will step closer. Arcana is going to be a 19.
Nicely done. Also, Thiela, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I just got news from my office about something, like, as you asked that question.
Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
It is pure joy if it's true. I'm sorry, you said I need perception?
Yes, please. Like I said, if you need a minute, that's all right because I can get back to you.
That is a 5.
5. Okay. You're fine. Everything's fine. Jasper, as you step closer and you let your awareness kind of thin out again, your eyes begin to ache. And once more, as the world seems to shimmer and glow around you, you find your gaze narrowing and focusing on this one ceramic. And where the statues have been this mass, this roiling mass of screaming souls, this one's is very concentrated. At the very center of it is almost like a crystalline gem. And it's quiet. At least you think it is. And you kind of focus your gaze. And then you hear it. Countless voices in chorus and unison, pleading, screaming. These ones are aware. They know they're in there. Begging for help. Trapped. Their energy, their pain, their anima is being used to move these things around, to power them. And where the others have been lost to madness and fear and pain, these ones are kept horribly sane. They know every moment of their waking hour. And your vision snaps back. Russ?
How do I release you?
I do not understand the query. We are not shackled. We serve. There is the barest hesitance in their voice. Willingly. We were made to serve.
Would you please be quiet for a moment? I'm trying to listen.
Yes.
Can I hear anything from this crystal inside of the doll? Any kind of answer?
You do hear things. I'm gonna ask you to make a history check for me. I'll tell you why if you get it. Again, high DC, but I'll let you have an advantage on this.
Nice. Dirty 20.
30-20, very nice. Okay. The voices are clamoring over each other. And it's a second. You hear a voice and it sparks something in you, a familiar yank behind the nose kind of thing. Like, it's not a... It's like hearing your own language spoken to you when you're visiting somewhere foreign. It's a, I know that voice. And you do know that voice. That was one of your guildmates. Certain of it. You were almost certain. You push. You get up a bit closer. There's no threat from this mannequin, this ceramic doll. Get a bit closer and the voice is easy. But it says your name. Jasper! Jasper, please! I don't know where I am. I don't know.
It's me. I'm here.
It's cold. I think something terrible has happened.
I'm trying to fix it. You're trapped at the moment. You're trapped inside of this vessel. I'm trying to find a way to release you.
Vessel. You hear it kind of reverberate. Whatever the other voices in there seeming to turn their attention, hearing this voice know you and is able to communicate with you and get answers. They kind of fall silent, hoping. Well, wasn't there the story with Cadmus and the others where they had to break a soul gem, right? And if you found the people that were trapped in the soul gem and they were still breathing, breaking the soul gem would set them free. That was the story, right? It was a story. I remember the story. Remember the story?
Yes. Do I remember this story?
I will say yes. You know all of Cadmus's tales. And this one was a particularly horrifying one to read on its first run through. It was a haunted cave almost, where a Cambion had been snatching souls and using their pain to do very similar things here, but had let the bodies rot and decay. Other than a few of its latest batches, which Cadmus and the others had arrived in time to set free. And in that time, once the bodies were recovered and brought near the crystal, they were able to, once the crystal was broken, find their way back to the body. but you don't know if that was
Did
truth
they?
or just the storyteller being kind to the person's listening.
In the story, did they use a specific method to break the gems, or did they just, like, smash them?
Here's a specific method. I'm trying to remember her fucking name. And my book is behind me. What the fuck was her name? She's the one that greeted you at the Adventurers Guild. Remember?
Yes.
I know I'm asking my player for
I have a
lore,
list
but
of their
like...
names. Yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. She had used some strange arcane magic, and almost had superheated the gem. She knew a spell that very few others did, so presumably were you able to get her aid, or trust your luck by superheating the gem, you may be able to replicate the results.
Zezra.
Zezra! Yes, thank you.
I'm glad one of us remembers names.
Fucking my sister's gonna kill me for
Yeah.
that. To be fair, I left my Taeves book over on the bookshelf behind me. And I shouldn't have done that.
It's so far away.
It's so far away, and my legs are sore, so I don't want to get up.
I understand.
Thank you.
I've met Zezra. I can bring you to her.
There's that weird moment of, like, disconnect, because the second you say you've met Zezra, all of that fear that you were feeling from the soul, all that, like, terror disappears, and there is just pure fanboy. You met Zezra? Oh my god, what was she like? Was she nice? Was she scary? Holy shit, you met Zezra!
She was pretty scary. She was actually interested in the book I've been writing, if you can believe it.
That's amazing, Jasper! I'm
No,
so proud of you.
Really?
Of course. You know,
I almost
we
couldn't
always
believe it
believed you,
myself.
right? There's that soft voice now. I'm sorry that I'm having to ask so many questions as the DM today. Do you remember the members of the Historian you're part of?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell them to me in a DM? Because I know who it is. I just can't remember which one I told you.
In character, I know the members. Sorry,
Oh,
out of character.
Out of character. Okay, cool.
We need to sort that out.
Yes. This is D&D.
Look, okay, it's been a week. Didn't expect you to get here today, so forgive me. Okay.
You believed me?
Let's say this is a dragonborn, a member of the guild. Name is gonna... My sister's gonna kill me about the name. Let's call them Tomas.
There's already a Tomas.
There's a... Motherfucker!
Sorry.
I hate names.
We'll agree that their name is something familiar to me.
Yes, something familiar. I'm a great DM. I'm an excellent. Okay, that's fine. My phone just buzzed and I'm like, please don't be my sister.
Yeah.
Please don't be my sister yelling at me through the phone. I can't take that right now. Okay. You get a flash of, like, copper scales of a toothy grin. We always believed you. I mean, Zervin was always going on about you. And we did our best. We were looking for ways to kind of help you out. But we really couldn't get anywhere. No one really wanted to listen to us.
But none of this would have happened if with the horn, I got so caught up in the idea of being able to study this historical artifact in person that got set up, I ruined the guild treasury. I ruined our reputation.
Do you think we were mad? Is that why you left?
How couldn't you be? I mean, I ruined everything.
The thrum of energy from the crystalline core. You can sense the soul inside trying to stay focused, trying to stay with you. But there's this kind of surging current that the other souls have been kind of holding back as best they can, but that's starting to lose effectiveness in that sense. Ruin anything. You went tracing history. I mean, I came here to see Verlius because he said he had a lead on the person that set you up. So make sure you ask him about it when you see him, and if he's okay. I mean, I don't really remember what happened, but I mean, he's one of the high-level merchants. He's got to know something, right?
Yes, I get the feeling he does. Listen, I can get you back to Zezra, but I feel we might have to remove you from these porcelain shells.
There's that pause, hope splintering, as the ceramic doll turns their head, focuses on you. Destruction of property will not be tolerated. Any attempt to harm this shell, or any other shell, will be viewed as a hostile assault, and the mansion's defenses will be activated.
Yes, I expected that to be the case.
Please understand, we cannot allow you to remove the heart. Voices have gone quiet, fearful, that surging tide as the blue crystal within their chest begins to flicker and pulse. Strange crimson beginning to overtake it. Not powering up, not yet, but a warning.
I'll be back. I just need to go and get the master's permission.
Almost immediately, the red stops. Understood. Please let us know if we can be of any assistance in this matter.
I'm going to carefully make my way back around the room.
Yellow, what have you been doing as Jasper
Yes.
been having this conversation?
I have been trying to half listen and half keep an eye out on the hallway door since I didn't step in.
Okay. There doesn't seem to have been any kind of movement inside, other than the dancers inside, nor any patrolling. I would say that you're able to have heard Jasper's side of the conversation, but not the spirit's side.
Okay.
Not from this distance.
That's fine.
But you are able to make your way back over, and as Jasper, as you get near the door, you hear the scrape of metal as the two dancers finish that in that lunge pose, swords at each other's throats. Music stops. And they've returned to freeze. as you begin to make your way outside of the room, and as you step out, torches go out.
I'm going to close the door behind us. Okay, so I think we were right. These dolls are powered by soul crystals. Aurelius trapped his victims inside, and they're being used to power the robotics. They're similar to the statues in the alchemist's house, but more refined. They're sane in there, in a sense. They're still conscious.
Right.
If we can remove the soul crystals and get them back to Zezra, I believe she'll know how to free them. Without living vessels to return to.
Right then.
Without living vessels. But I can only hope it would be kinder than leaving them like this.
I think it would be. At least in other living vessels, they'd have their own free will. We'll find a way.
If we try fighting one, the entire house, from what I understand, will be sent into high alert. We can't attack one without attacking all of them. Maybe if we can stop Aurelius, we can find a way to power them down. So we can remove the crystals without having to fight off all of them at once.
Right. Okay then. Just one more reason to find him, and well, I'm not very good at fighting. It's more you and Umbra, but we'll find him. We'll get this done.
Don't count yourself out.
It's very kind of you to think so.
It's not just kindness. You've saved us more than once in the past. There's a reason I decided to follow you.
I can't say I really understand why.
You haven't read the stories I have.
No, I haven't. By the time we finish this, maybe I'd like to.
I'd like that. I'd like that a lot, actually.
We probably shouldn't keep standing in the hallway.
No, let's press on.
And I'll just kind of reach my hand still both invisible, just kind of blindly try to find his shoulder to hold.
It's really sweet, but it's also really fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like flailing around until we actually like.
Correct, yeah.
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 Christ. So,
so we move to the next door, I think.
Yep. All right.
And I will reach for the handle, but given what happened last time, I think I am going to sort of grit my teeth and try to look past the illusion as I do.
Because you're aware it's an illusion, it's pretty easy to kind of see through it. You've just been more of trying to make it real than anything else. And it's well, Jasper wouldn't really know about this, but like a glitch in a video game where they were shiny, normal doorknobs. Now they are hands reaching out. And to enter the room, you've grabbed it by the palm, twisted.
That's what I'll do.
The door swings open to what appears to be a normal guest room. Four-poster bed, mirror on the far side, very identical to the other room that was trapped, but this one seems more frequented.
Does it look like another guest room? The other one had a journal, didn't it?
Yes.
I believe it did, yes.
Is there anything similar in here?
Roll me a perception check, please. While you
That
do,
is
I'm going to roll my own dice.
15.
15.
Everyone use your channel points to stop her from rolling.
See. Okay. This room looks a lot more frequented. A lot cleaner of dust. You don't find a journal. You do find what appear to be scraps of cotton, like cotton stuffing. It takes you a moment, because that's just a weird thing to find. The pillows aren't cotton, the bed's not cotton. Then you think about the last time you saw Eve. She had that stupid spider plushie on the top of her head. Also, I just want to make it very clear to people who are watching, there was not any sexual assault. She was just kept here. I just want to be very clear about that. I don't
people...
Okay.
Yeah. Being very clear, none of that. She was just kept in this room rather unwillingly, but like nothing like that shit doesn't happen. Not in this game. Just want to be absolutely clear. Because I know people will be like, what the fuck? No. That doesn't happen.
Given that...
Actually, what did you get for your perception check, sorry?
15.
Yeah, okay. That's what you found.
It's possible that Eve might have been in here.
Really?
Well, it's just a hunch, but it looks like stuffing on the ground like you'd expect to see in a children's toy. And Eve was always carrying around that plush spider with her.
Remember her kind of wearing it on her head as she was heading through the city.
Yeah.
Very anime spider, not actual detailed spider. For both of us. Did you want to roll a perception check as well, Yella?
I think so, since the room is not obviously going to try and kill Jasper. I'll step in as well.
Okay.
Take a look.
Okay, roll me a perception check, please.
It's using Jasper as a canary in a coal mine.
Yeah, I did notice that.
I was 13.
Canary with a lot of hit points.
I mean,
Yes, exactly.
if it were... Oh, Jesus. 13?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't see much more than the cotton scraps. DC I was looking for, by the way, just for reference, was fucking 16.
Oh,
I'm like, fuck you
If I-
guys.
Were you assuming that I'd already stepped in and started like actively
Yeah.
searching the room? Hmm.
Well, you're not.
I mean, if I like, well, I was going to step into the room anyway, so that's fine. Have I looked in any like cupboards or drawers yet?
No, I would say that this was just a perception check for the room. If you would like to investigate it, you can do that.
I'd like to do that. I'd like to, I think, look in drawers, under the bed,
Okay.
anything that might be hidden under the bedclothes, etc.
Okay, yeah, sure. Roll me investigation. Also, hey, Badger.
That's another. Is there anything I can use on this? I don't think so. That's going to be another 15.
Motherfucker! No, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine because you're investigating, which is a slightly lower DC. Whereas this was just looking over the room to see what you could see before, because you're actually checking around.
Hmm.
I'm going to ask you a question, and it is completely up to you
Yep.
how you respond to this. I don't mind. Eve asked you for stories, right?
Yep.
Did any of your stories include coded messages? As in the use of them, thus. Would
That's
they
a
have done
good
so?
question.
I will also say she does know how to make them, given her family. But there is a reason I'm
Yeah.
asking specifically if you knew.
I don't think I spent that much time with Eve. I did tell her the story about Aramis, I think. That is a good question because I'd love to say yes.
You can say yes, I don't mind. It's just that would that have been a thing that, Jasper said to her? If not, or was there a particular symbol that you showed her?
Symbol. Yes. So, when telling the story of Gisela the magpie, she was once a regular pickpocket who became something of like a vigilante hero type after she foiled Necromancer's plot. She became associated with a Talon hooking around a silver coin.
Okay. So, as you search this room, there are a couple of things that you find. On the windowsill,
Oh.
you see a small, barely noticeable, like if you hadn't been looking for it, scratched in spider. Very much like the spider tattoos at the Assassin's Creed. And an odd shape beside it, which you're not quite sure what it is. Hi, Jimmy! You're not quite sure what that means, but it is very clearly connected to that. But as you kind of go around the room, next to a particularly like a clump of cotton fur, basically on the floor near one of the bedside things, is actually that silver coin with the talon scratched into the bed frame. This one, however, next to it is that little bit of cotton that like very clearly placed there, and rather than just dropped there. Yeah, so Eve scratched this in as well, in a different spot to where she scratched in what you are going to assume is another coded message.
Having seen these two symbols, does it seem to be indicating the presence of something else in the room?
You know
Does it
what?
seem to be leading somewhere, or
I'm going to get you to roll me an
concealing
insight
something?
check.
Ooh. Sage asking deep questions.
18.
18. Brilliant. So you're looking at this. Oof, sorry. Looking at this and you tilt your head back and forth, like just trying to figure it out, because there's a reason she put this here. There has to be. She wanted not just anybody to see this, but for you to see this, because you told her the story. You told her the story. And you remember, in the story, what was the name of the crow? Magpie?
Gisela.
Gisela. Brangiver. Gisela had hidden something underneath bed frame, like in the bed slats, when she was being captured by police. So you you get down and you look under. And if you line it up just right, you can see something glass-like hidden in the slats under the bed.
I'm going to reach for it tentatively.
Very gently, pull it free. And what it appears to be is a small glass vial, but not containing a liquid. Rather, it seems to be containing some form of metallic powder.
What are you trying to tell us? I'll look it over. Yala, do you know what this is?
If either of you have any form of alchemy skills, you can roll with advantage. Otherwise, I will just get you to do an investigation.
I sure do not, but I do want to put the mental image out there that we are both invisible. So all I see is just a glass vial floating.
Fuck no.
Oh, yeah.
Guys. Jesus Christ.
I was picturing that like neither of us can see the other, so I'm going behind and investigating the exact same things he already did.
Christ. Alright.
It'll wear off eventually.
It's an investigation.
Alright. So, if neither of you have alchemy, investigation. Oh, you're setting up a dungeon room at home? Holy shit, do you have like one of the map tables? Because that would be really fun. What'd you guys get?
That's a 6, unfortunately.
Yella?
I'm trying to do math in my head. What's 19 plus 4?
23.
There
you go. That's what I got.
That's enough. That'll do it. Looking at it, it takes you a second because 1, you don't want to open the vial, and 2, it's weird because if you're right, that is a very, very rare form of ignition powder, basically. To save you a very long, boring explanation that I wrote, I'm pretty sure that no one actually wants to hear, what this will mechanically do for you is light your weapons.
Oh.
A
nice.
+2 fire damage. for a number of rounds, which I will get to you later.
This is great for the two of you.
Demand lore. Okay, so
This is a very important moment for everyone but me.
yeah, sorry, like I did not expect like so this powder is particularly rare, especially in Talmyns' eye. It's something that is quite hard to get your hands on. It's something that is native particularly to Grimgold rather than Talmyn. It's a very unique concoction that they are one of the few that know how to make. How is it here? How would it be here? They don't let this stuff out of the country. They don't trade it. Somehow, not only did Eve have it, but she left it for you. Well, for Jasper.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Assassin's Guild had connections with local smugglers.
Possibly.
Maybe. Who was the head of the Assassin's Guild again?
Millennia.
Maybe Millennia gave this to Eve in case she ever needed to defend herself.
I think that's likely. As we're having this talk, I'm just picking up like bits of the cotton, the stuff into one of my pockets.
I will say, as you're kind of doing this looks less like something was torn apart and more like it was deliberately placed. Like she was.
Oh, if it looks deliberately, then never mind. I'll leave it alone.
No, you can pick it up. What I'm saying is she put it.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what she's done is left breadcrumbs. I was here. I was here, and I'm still alive. It's kind of what she was doing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, if you want recommendations for DMs, paid DMs, I know quite a few good ones, and I actually have a channel set up in my Discord. We run online. It's fine. Sorry, had to promo that. Sorry. Focusing. I swear to God, my brain. Now. So, you've discovered that Eve was while she was in this room, alive. And that she believed, for whatever reason, that Jasper and Yala and Umbra might be coming. Whether that is childish fantasy or some form of, like, hope.
It seems more and more likely that Viridius knows we're coming.
Possibly. As much as I'd like to say we were only here to get proof that they had a feel not great about just leaving her here.
Given everything we've discovered so far and how even that wasn't enough to convince the guilds to action, I doubt this is going to be enough. It'll be enough for Millennia, perhaps, but if my hunch is correct, the Lawkeepers are going to prove a problem.
Very likely. Right. What do you think?
We have to press on. It's a good chance she's still alive, but time is of the essence.
Agreed. We'll make sure that the general vibe of the room looks untouched.
Skill check would that be? I want to say it's. Part of me wants to be like covering your tracks, which I would put into survival because it's like a ranger thing to do.
Yeah.
But I know that you're in a room, so I'm like, I don't know.
I mean,
What?
that might
Forger?
be the closest.
Let's do survival. I know that's a song, by the way, and I don't appreciate the brain one.
Boy.
Yeah.
Dice, save me. Please, dice, save me. Don't let that
Survival,
-2 in survival
that's
scare
a 12,
you.
unfortunately.
12 and
I'm terrified to roll this.
roll it.
Come on.
Listen, whatever you
Modest,
get, it's gonna be funny.
Don't let the -2 scare you.
There
10.
are no...
10.
Yeah, there are no
Okay.
good, like... There's no good wisdom score between our party.
Jesus. Yeah. Believe me, I'm aware of that. Swear to God. Okay, so you kind of.
Hey, you know who would have a good wisdom score if you let me do it?
I'm not bringing fucking Ravana into this campaign because I love them dearly, but like, I don't. How do I say this?
He's a cleric. He's
Ravana
got great
is a
wisdom.
fucking moron. Loves them dearly. But I don't need the randomness of you rolling to decide if they have an intelligent thought or not. I really don't. Okay.
It'd be funny.
It would be really funny. I might get you to do that for like a one shot or something.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, so what was the scores again? Sorry, I know you got a 10. Yellow. What was yours, Jasper?
12.
Between you, you're able to kind of put it together, make the room look less like you've been in there. You're not sure how successful you've been, but it does look pretty decent.
Do you mind if I BRB for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I also need a BRB.
No stress. Take 5 minutes. It's all good. I will chat. We'll chat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Got in trouble when you walked past a D&D table the other day. Abruptly 3 of 4 players rolled nat 1s and the last one got a nat. That's amazing. Forger, holy shit. Madam, where was my invite? I didn't know you when I started DMing this campaign. Was told to go away. I mean, fair on the, like, you know, if all of a sudden all my players started rolling nat 1s, I'd be like, bitch! Actually, as a DM, that'd be funny as fuck. As the players, I'd probably be like, please. Please, monsieur. Yo. So, what do you, my lovely players, not my lovely players, my lovely viewers, think of the game thus far? I know I'm a bit off my game today. Brain's doing the brainworm thing, which is fun, but I hope you've been I have been having fun watching them fucking freak out about shit. Great fun. And out of 10. My mom says I'm a player. I really doubt that your mother says that. Like, I don't mean any offense. I want to point out I know Forger in real life. Just saying. Wait, no, 500 out of 10. Belle, you're adorable, thank you. But yeah, I don't think your mother Forger says that you're a player. Oh man. Wait, I'm in a CS game. Did I get attended to? I said hello. Replied, yeah, I didn't know you when I started DMing this game. This game started over a year ago. It's just not gotten very far. I mean, we're on episode 22. But we've not gotten very far because it's cursed and it doesn't. I will actually have to get a fourth player for this game at some point though. I mean, I have plans to try and find a fourth, but also, like, it always ends up in just like the, oh, we'll do it next week. But I do have another project that I am working on that's coming closer to fruition. I mean, you saw me during the Vecna game. True. That was really funny. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I've got a game that I am getting closer to setting up to be doing player recruitment soon. that. I on like my blue sky and my Discord. That's mostly just waiting on me. My sister and I have kind of built the world. And I just need to iron out some details first, because it's definitely one of those systems. I have a Discord. Of course I have a Discord. I'm a streamer, darling. Yes. Just do exclamation marks. I have not been invited. In my defense, I don't think about this stuff a lot. I mean, like, you're welcome to join as long as you follow all the rules. Sparrow, destroyer of worlds. I mean, builder of worlds. Yeah, it's kind of both, honestly. Neurospicy, I see. You're welcome here. Yes, my Discord is very much neurospicy friendly. Yeah, so...
I'm here.
Welcome back. See, part of me wants to let that through. The other part of me knows I'm gonna get a lot of I tend to get a lot of messages with that shit. The only spice I can handle. I'm not gonna let it through, if only because I get enough hate messages as it is, and I don't want to have to try and be on top of deleting them in chat. You're not in trouble. Fine, I'm not mad. It's just your message got flagged by my but yeah, so I have a VTM game that I'm setting up, which is just a bit longer. I need to get stuff together.
I believe in you.
Thank you. I'm gonna need all the help I can get, honestly. A lot of it is just me not doing what I need to do to get it done.
In the words of Dio, Holy Diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid.
The fact that you just have that off the dome.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
doesn't
I like
surprise me.
JoJo's, but I can't remember that shit.
Well, it's a reference to the song by Ronnie James Dio rather than the character Dio.
Oh, okay.
But that song is arguably the inspiration for the design of Dio's stand, because it's like a diver.
Gotcha. So I'm looking at Ravana's character sheet, and wow, he has such good stats across the board.
All voices
14
fine.
strength.
Space
He
talk.
has a 15 dex.
Space. I need you to do the Uwu voice. I've never asked you for this, but I need you to do the
15
Uwu voice.
charisma.
Please.
Really?
Yes, I need you to torture Forger with this. Please.
Yeah.
Wait. No,
Hello, Fortune 90.
you might have to do
Are
it
you
after the ad
there?
ends. I want to compete.
Mr. Obama.
Oh god. I'm gonna link my Discord really quick. So if people want to join, they can. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want Ravana in this party. Like, he's great. He's got good stats.
He's got great stats.
He's got 15 and 16 across the board. Just
Yeah, no.
ignore one of them.
Listen. Listen. I love Ravana, I do. But genuinely, like, you guys this party has one brain cell between you. I'm pretty sure Ravana would just, whatever is in Ravana's head would just drain that, and you would have no brain cells between anyone. It would get lost.
Sage, I want you to picture a drow. A Twilight cleric drow.
Yeah, that can
He's very handsome. He's very quiet.
Yes.
He's on a pilgrimage. He doesn't really talk much.
I think I've played in a one-shot that had a version of Ravana in it.
Well, please understand, he is just Jason from The Good Place.
Head empty, no thoughts. It's hilarious. It was so fucking funny in the game, and I love my favorite moment, genuinely, of Ravana's is stabbing fucking Midge with a fork. No, it was a butter knife.
You know, maybe
Butter knife. Oh my
maybe
God.
if Midge hadn't teleported Ravana away from the fight and only Ravana.
Yeah, I felt
That
really
wouldn't have
bad
happened.
about that. I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea what to do with this situation.
Oh, Miss Forger, are you back? Awa, awa.
Ow. Ow. To anyone listening to this on Spotify, if I ever get that set up, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
And then space was weirdly loud. Okay.
To anyone listening on Spotify. Arara.
Fuck yes. I'm not doing it.
To anyone listening on Spotify, Ara Ara.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that we're in public
That's
so
all
that
the
you...
fan service you're getting.
Yeah, no, if you want me to do an ara ara, that costs money. We've established this on the
I'll do
channel.
it for free.
Yeah.
I'll do it for free anytime, baby.
Well, that's like
Okay.
that's like
The catch is you have to actually come to my
that
like
isn't very that wasn't
twice
very
every
well
other
written.
week stream.
Oh my god. Okay. Makes it rain dollar bills, y'all. Okay. Fuck me.
So anyway,
Anyway, so you guys step out of the room, just kind of looking both ways up and down the hallway. Let's do it as just a quick perception check from both of you.
Okay.
I love that you
Okay,
guys have been
that's
failing
fast.
these.
If you need
all
us
this
to
time.
succeed this in order to continue the story, it might be better to tell us not to roll.
No, this is not to continue the story. It is just genuinely, so there is stuff
will we
happening that
see
you're not
the
seeing.
hit before it hits us?
It's literally just telling me what I need to do.
Dirty talk.
Dirty 20, fuck yes.
18.
18, fucking finally. All right. Again, you didn't need to pass this, but I'm just like, it is going to give you a little bit more.
You know, if we did,
information.
we would have rolled terribly.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so you guys kind of step out and take a quick look around. You're hit with that same sense of unease, of something being wrong. Very wrong. Jasper, you see it first. It's like your eyes, again, do that strange flicker. Kind of having happened to you on and off, especially around perception skills. First thing you notice, one, is something that you've kind of already figured out, is that the space inside this mansion does not match the space outside. Very clear. Hallways are too long, the doors go in the wrong places, and that's weird enough as it is. The other thing that you noticed is the windows that point outside. They point outside to a time that is completely different. The windows outside point to a sunny day. Bright sunshine gleaming through the windows. You can almost see like the dust motes in the air, the gleam of heat. And you came here at night. You know it was at night. And you also know that in the room that you were just in, out that window, it's nighttime. And you get the sense, looking around here, that there is... Not only has it almost been unsynced from space, it's unsynced from time. It's rather concerning. Yala, kind of
Peace.
following Jasper, you kind of also get this sense of something being quite wrong, being out of kilter, off focus kind of thing. What you also notice is Jasper's eyes when he looks around, they go from their usual vibrant green to almost crystalline. Just for a flash, just for a second. What?
It's still invisible.
You know what? Fuck it. For this, you guys can see each other. I don't give a shit. Actually, no, that's actually a good point.
If it's been an hour since.
Yeah,
it was
if
cast,
it's
Yeah,
been
it
an hour.
has.
Yeah.
It has, definitely. Just getting through the mansion.
Okay, then we're
You're visible.
definitely not invisible anymore.
But I will say, had you been able, let's say that it wears off in this conversation. And Jasper, this is weird for you because before it wore off, well, you didn't really notice it. Because you could see Yala. Not as themselves. You could see like a shimmering outline of them. And then like you blink a few times and the invisibility wears off. You both are able to see each other. Oh yeah, Pony, hi. I did that last stream. You're welcome.
For a moment, before the spell wore off, it was almost like I could see something where you were standing while you were still invisible.
What kind of something if it wasn't me?
Probably you. I couldn't really tell. It was just an outline.
Probably then. What? No one can hear the sound of my cat.
No.
Oh yeah, I thought that might have been it.
Yeah, it's like that was a weird way to respond to that. Yeah, like you knew
No,
you were
sorry.
invisible, by the way. Like you knew it.
Mhm.
When they were looking at. So if Jasper was able to see you, that's the D&D channel is locked to my current players. I had some people drop into the stream before and it really threw me off, so unless you're on the D&D team, you're not able to access the stream channels. If you do have questions, do feel free to put them either in general here or in general in the Discord and we'll try and answer. What would you guys like
That
to do?
is weird though, Jasper. No, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Did you notice that it's daytime out of these windows?
Did I? No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, was that a question to me?
No. Well, I was
No,
asking
no,
Diala.
Diala.
No, I was asking my dice. Did I notice? And the answer's no.
God fucking damn it.
Did you think I wasn't doing that this whole game?
There's some days you make me wish I could drink. Some days. Anyway, go on.
It was nighttime when we came in. And it was definitely nighttime out of the window of that bedroom. The windows in the hallway aren't right.
I think that goes hand in hand with the hallways themselves not being right.
I don't like this at all.
Don't either.
Shall we try the next door?
Think so. We'll have to be much more careful.
Yes. Okay.
Next.
Who grabs the next door?
It's my turn.
It is.
Okay. I love that neither of you have investigated these doors before touching them. It's great fun for me. I've also been rolling a dice.
Well, it's like we could spend ages
No,
wondering whether or
it's
not
fine.
there's a trap and then activate the trap anyway.
Yeah, no, for the most part, it's just fun for me. Alright, so you go to the next door. Yella. Do you try and see through the
Yeah.
illusion, or do you just... You're aware there's an illusion.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about it. I don't wanna.
Okay.
I kept thinking about why we were still invisible of us doing like a Rochambeau, not being able to see the other. That would be the next door.
That would be really funny. Alright.
It would
I
have been.
need you... Double check something.
I don't like it when she has to double check something.
So how many points of damage does that do?
Okay, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. As you open this door.
I was joking.
Genuinely, I was
Oh,
like,
gosh.
wait, which saving throw is this? Let's double check. Wisdom saving
Oh,
throw as you
God.
open this door.
I had to pick a dice. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna roll so good, you guys.
If it's a charm effect, I think you have advantage on this.
I
Yes.
do.
That's
Yeah.
relevant.
Yes, then you have advantage. It is a charm.
Okay.
Oh shit.
It's a Pulsarian trying to
Oh, no.
push.
All right. Come on, dice. We gotta roll good. There are girls watching. Come on. Oh, with advantage, nat 20, so 21.
Nat 20. Brilliant. Crit! Very lucky, because this would have been very bad otherwise. You open the door, and you feel as like your hand twists the door open, and you're pushing this thought out of your mind. The room ahead of you, it's almost like you breathe in, and there's this brilliant... what is one of Thiella's favorite smells?
Mm.
Probably not the bear heart they ate, but like actual
No.
favorite smell.
Probably something that equates to like a mix of this world's like vanilla and caramel kind of together.
You get that waft as the door opens, and it's almost like a straight hit of adrenaline. And you feel your mind beginning to fog, your brain beginning to calm. The adrenaline and fear that has been kind of like so prevalent in this place is trying to be suppressed. And for a moment, it almost works. For a moment, you feel yourself kind of falling forward. And then there's a part of you, a loud part of you, that remembers where you are and what you're facing. And the smell changes. And it goes from that beautiful caramel vanilla smell, like a thick candy, something bitter and dark and angry. It's weird to smell anger on the air, but you're certain of it. This is angry. It's sharp adrenaline. And you find yourself foot hovering, just about to step into the room, and you kind of wrench yourself back. You're not safe here. You're never safe in this place. So whatever lies it was offering, whatever compassion it offered is. And the room ahead of you, instead of being what it had wanted to show you, is instead... Do I want to say this? I need to think about this. I need to think about this, because if I do this wrong, I'm never going to live it down. Probably not, yeah. Okay. Better idea. It's like thick black sludge coating the walls, and as you look down, where your foot hovered, you see sharp teeth at the door. And you realize, because you got a natural 20, that this is not a door. It's a mouth. And you have just opened the mouth of a rather large.
Oh no.
I will say, it doesn't seem to do anything other than be angry that you've done so. You have not entered the room. Equal, yeah. Equal? So for the moment, you're okay. Equal, yeah.
And for the moment, I am going to just realize and then just very slowly close the door again and pull Jasper away.
I'm just imagining opening the door. Oh fuck. Closes the door. I need to leave right now.
Basically that, just like very slowly.
Jasper.
I don't want
did
to
you-
alarm it.
What did you see?
That is a mouse.
Oh,
It's just a mouse.
oh dear. So what were you going to say, Sparrow?
It's alright, don't worry.
Okay.
All right, next door.
Yes, moving on.
Like, as they're moving, Jasper can kind of like feel Theola just like shaking next to him.
Okay.
It's like that feeling like when you get off of a really exhilarating roller coaster, except it's nothing like that at all.
It's nothing like that at all. As you approach
It's
the.
okay.
Sorry, go on.
I'll get the next one.
As you approach the third door in this corridor, leaving just one at the very end, you begin to hear music. Faint. Not the same as what you've heard. Very like somebody humming.
From the other side of the door. Okay. I'm going to very tentatively reach the door and try to open it as quietly as I can.
You open the door, slow, cautious. And there is a strange stillness to the room ahead. Sorry, I had to think about how I wanted to say this. Like I said, it's been a very long week. What you see is very strange looking, sitting in the center of the room, trapped in a cage, its eyes gleaming with this kind of like red glow, its wings tatted, and from it is emerging this almost hauntingly beautiful song. There is nothing else in this room except this bird on a pedestal. Well, at least what you can see.
I'm going to whisper. Do you think we should go inside?
I don't know.
Okay, what vibes are the bird giving?
Insight check.
Believe in you.
Insight 12.
As you kind of just like watch this and listen, you feel this strange sense of loss. This feeling of grieving for something. Part of it wants to draw you in, the other part to send you away. It's dueling. I will say,
Does it know that we're here?
it doesn't seem to see you yet. Are you guys listening to this song? Like, purposefully listening?
Purposefully? No.
Jasper?
Yes.
Okay. I would
Monster.
like you to roll me a wisdom save, please.
Oh boy, is this a charm effect?
Yes.
I
Slightly
think
different to the
I
last one,
also
but yes. I
I
believe you have
also
advantage.
Fey ancestry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audra, I swear to God, I'm gonna slap you the next time I see you.
16.
16. Okay. Where the last room for Theala had been soft and welcoming until it wasn't. For you, it feels like it's trying to lull you into something else, into a state of complacency. Your memories feel hazy, like it's injecting fog directly into your brain. And you're able to feel yourself almost again like the Ella, tipping forward. But something sparks in you. Some old Fey part of you recognizes like. And you are able to step back. Roll me a quick history check. You're the storyteller.
Okay. You'd have thought I'd be good at these, but that's a 7.
7. It's vague in your memories. You remember, like, if you'd rolled higher, you would get better information. But
Yeah.
there were stories in Faerus of animals that could almost mimic sirens in their ability to record the songs of the sea and play them to lure people towards death. This feels like it's luring, but it's also trying to fog your mind. And you wonder briefly if this is how Aurelius keeps his guests from understanding what they're about to go through before he actually goes through it.
Mhm. That's not good. That's not a good bird.
Should we do anything with it?
Like what?
That's a good question. I thought I might have something, but I don't.
I swear to
Perhaps
fucking
not, then.
God. I love you guys, but I'm gonna strangle both of you. Genuinely.
Why?
I have given you 3 plot hooks in this session. 3 of them! And you have both unanimously gone, no. Which is absolutely fine. Don't get me wrong. Like, that is what D&D is. But, like, I swear to fucking God.
You are presenting ominous plot hooks to a coward.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to tell, like, don't do it if it's not what your character would do. Right?
We also don't have Umbra, so like
I know.
it feels weird
Yeah.
doing this stuff without Umbra.
True. I'm just saying, it's like 3 fucking plot hooks, you bitches.
As soon as Umbra comes back, we're just gonna roll out all of our notes, like in the middle of the hallway. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm not upset that they're not following the plot hooks. It's just, it's like
Yeah.
playing
If we
D&D
want to-
here is different to playing D&D offline or in a different
Yes.
because this is a show
As-
Yes.
more than it is
Yeah.
just a game. It's
You've like put a big red button in front of us, and as much as I want to press the button,
yeah,
it's
no.
also labeled pushing this button will kill you instantly.
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
No, that's fair. Like I said, it's entirely what your characters would do. I'm fully accepting of that. But I have to say, as your friend, fuck both of you. Why is it today that you avoid all of my plot hooks? Like, why today, you fucks? But it's alright, it's alright. Can't wait to get
Self-preservation.
Alright, so I guess you close the door on this one, fuckers, leaving only the fourth door towards the end of the end of the corridor. Given the time, and the fact that I'm quite sore, and that you've noped out of 3 fucking plot hooks, I might call it on that, I think.
Alright.
Very fair.
Fucking
What is
Christ, you guys. Like, oh, it's fine.
Don't worry.
I'll be fine.
The moment Umbra comes back, we're going to step on every rank.
Yes, exactly. Umbra will be the one leading that charge.
No, it's whatever plot hooks you don't use here, I'll reimagine and, add into different things. It's fine. Like, I'll take inspiration and use them again. It's just...
So Umbra, there's a bird, and they're oh, a bird!
A bird!
Walks right in.
Fucking love Umbra. No, but it's just so fucking funny. I'm like, hey guys, I might need help today. I'm not really, with it. I wrote 4 or 5 plot hooks for this session, just to be able to give myself stuff to go with. My session plan started with that fucking library, and you're like, actually, let's skip that. I'm like, cool, thanks, assholes.
You know, the more you plan, the more we're gonna go off.
True, very true. If I was actually mad, you guys would have gotten messages. This is just funny.
Yeah.
I don't scold in public, if that makes sense. Like, if I actually have a problem, I talk to the person in private and be like, hi, this is it.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm scolding you here is a joke.
Of course.
Oh my god.
We love you.
You fucking better after the shit
Please
you
keep
put me
feeding
through.
us.
Please.
I don't know.
And don't forget that that other secret saying you promised me.
Fine. Only this once.
You hear that? She's gonna feed us today.
I didn't say
Let's
that. Appropriate emote for the party? Yeah, it fucking is, isn't it? Alrighty. We got an ad, so we'll do a kind of finish up with everything. Umbra has been unable to join us because of personal reasons. Perfectly fine. If you do see them about, love, say hi. Do not, and I mean this very seriously, do not pressure them to be on Taeves. Do not pressure them about anything. If you do, I will ban you from the Discord. Like that. Okay?
Yeah.
But they could use some support. So do send them some love. I'm very protective of my friends, and you will learn that if you hang out with me. Yeah. I will be live tomorrow with Final Fantasy. Hopefully after I've had more sleep. Because I've not had a lot of sleep.
Please sleep.
I want to. Desperately. Except me, I will be slept. MSQ? Possibly. Depends. I have a DM? Alright, Pony. Show me. You're lucky I trust you. Swear to God.
Boy.
Pony wants to show me something and
That's
see me
frightening.
react to this. So, go on.
Oh boy.
It's probably fine.
Those are so pretty! What the fuck? They sent me dice.
Oh, okay.
Those are
Holy-
gorgeous! You have to share those in the Discord. I want them desperately. Jesus fucking Christ, man. First cloud dice. They look amazing, love. Oh, knowing me what? They tell you not to let me play. I am not planning to run, any other games at the moment. I'm kind of overwhelmed as it is, so I'm kind of that kind of restricted. I do plan to hopefully run some one-shots in the future, once I've gotten a bit of a better handle on my life. All good. But it is something that I want to do. I do want to run one-shots for people in the Discord. It's just life has been a bit of a bitch lately, and I'm doing this thing where I try to look after myself. Not always successful in it, but I'm trying.
I appreciate that you attempt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. Appreciation of the attempt.
Me, every time I look at blue sky and see you post him, I'm like, oh, god damn it.
To be fair, I didn't post on Blue Sky for a while. You're wrapping
It's
up.
true, you did.
I want to see your nails when they're done, please, Belle. Okay. Now that we have completed the ad, I will be live tomorrow with Final Fantasy, possibly MSQ. Depends. Just on my mood. Hell, if I'm in a mood, I might even do like fucking Marvel Rivals. I don't know. Probably. Not gonna show chat, but like, yes, those do look pretty fucking cool. Bella's another real life friend. Yeah, so it'll probably be Final Fantasy. Whether or not we'll do MSQ is entirely up to fate and how I feel at the time. It is another trial that we got to get through. Alright, so Space, when do you next stream?
Next stream is next Tuesday night, picking up Ghost Trick again, and then Thursday morning with Mass Effect.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Have I spelled your name correctly? No, I didn't. I'm gonna do a shout out, but I haven't done one in a while, so like I have to just.
Oh yeah, I still have that like goofy underscore.
There we go.
Waiting to get rid of.
There we go.
Eventually, I'll be back to a normal name.
I mean, you're a sentient moth, like. Well,
It's true. I am. I am a sentient moth demon. It's true.
God, I gotta get back
Yeah,
into my VTubing thing.
That's the whole shtick. I'm a demon moth from across the galaxy, crash landed on Earth.
Nice. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Sage, is there anything you want to promo?
Not as of right now, but there might be things in that I may or may not end up shouting out on future streams.
Hell yeah, please. All right, let me find us somebody to raid.
I think we do need to shout out the Discord, though.
Yes.
True.
Wait, my Discord? Oh, we shouting out
your
my
Discord.
Discord. Shit. No, yeah.
Yes.
I will do that in a second. I'm just trying to find us somebody to raid.
Shadow Legends. Proud sponsors of
I
today's
mean,
stream.
I was gonna say
Kate's still online.
Zany.
Who?
Yeah, I was gonna say Kate's still online. Zany Pop is on. Who else we got? Sorry, I'm looking down my list here.
Yeah, no.
Sarah Jane is playing 14.
I will try and raid her when I'm doing 14 streams.
Yeah, 14 stuff. Yeah. I don't know
Actually,
what Zany Pop's doing.
let me check what my self-promo channel has. I have that muted because it's really, really loud, but I do go in there on occasion. Alright, nobody's
Yeah.
streaming today. That's fine. I'm gonna really annoy Kate. We're gonna go raid.
Nice.
She doesn't get a choice in the matter. I know she's here. I know she's
Cheers.
listening.
Yeah, she did just do your command Discord, so.
Yeah, I love her dearly. Alright, let me start the raid. Alrighty. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to eat food, drink water, take your meds, and do not, under any circumstances, lick the demon that you summoned to piss off your neighbors, because, as we all know, consent is indeed sexy. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!
She said the thing! Let's go!